Good afternoon, welcome to Zermatt in the Swiss Alps. I'm at the Grunsee with my mate Adam, and we're going to try and take some pictures of this beautiful lake in the Alpine setting, but with him walking across a slackline over the water. This is actually our second attempt at this kind of shoot. We tried a couple of weeks ago at the Grunsee lake, further up, about half an hour's walk up the hill over there, and it didn't really work out, partly because I chose to do the shoot at sunset, so as soon as the sun went down behind the mountains or behind the cloud, Adam got too cold being in and out of the water. It didn't really work out, and partly because Adam had not used this slackline or walked over something this long, so trying to do that over water for the first time was a challenge. So Adam has been away and practiced. We've chosen a better time of day to do it, and we've actually chosen a better lake that we can get the slackline a bit higher over the water. So fingers crossed, we're going to get the shots here today. There's a bit of cloud around, so we're moving in and out of the sun. We actually do need the sun, because it makes for a better photo when I've got some sun on the subject, as it were. But also Adam needs to be able to stay warm enough to be in and out of the water on occasion. He's insisting on doing this without wearing a shirt. I imagine the shirt affects his balance and has nothing to do with the image he wants to put across in these photographs. So that's one thing we're doing. I'd like to get some nice photos of the nice lake and what have you, and apart from that we're just trying to boost Adam's Tinder profile, so let's see how this one goes. All right, for the first shot, what I'm going to do is hopefully Adam's going to walk out into the lake, and I'll get the photo of him when he's basically isolated within the lake, and you'll be able to see him very clearly. In the foreground, I'm trying to avoid all the stuff you see behind me down here. It's like a jumble of rocks and just sort of grey sandiness, which isn't very attractive. So if I come up a little bit higher so that I can look down through or over these green and red plants in front here, then have that go straight into the lake and to Adam, and then there's nice sort of autumny colours in the background just starting to appear. So just gonna, fingers crossed, Adam can get out into the middle of the lake and grab a photo. All right, the sun's popped behind a cloud again, so while we're waiting, I'm going to go and change the long lens for the wide lens. I'm going to get down in amongst, again, in order to try and cut out the crappy looking rocks and sand at the front here. I'm actually going to get into the water a bit and just try and get the photo of Adam on the slackline with the lake, just the lake in front, no foreground at all, and try and, if I can, isolate him up in amongst the blue sky and the clouds up above, and we've got mountains coming in from both sides, from the left and from the right, so where they come in to meet, I'm going to try and get Adam when he's in that spot, and with any luck, if I don't move around too much in the water, then we're going to get some reflections as well. So change the lens, take your shoes and socks off, get in the water. Right, well, while I've got my shoes and socks off, I'm going to get Adam out on the slackline out this way. The sun is directly up here, so if I can get low down, probably in the water here, and actually I'll try and block the sun with Adam as he moves across, and maybe even look for just the sun peeking up behind him, make a sort of a starburst. He'll be pretty silhouetted, but there's some really nice colours. I'm not sure how well they're going to come out in the image, but just using the sun basically to create a big contrast and close up with the wide lens. Adam on here, and I'll just probably in the water just behind here. And then after that I'll skip to the other side of the lake and just take pictures with the sun directly on Adam, so it'll be a real different type of shot, but again I'll probably be in the water, and what I'll try and do is use the slackline as a leading line coming in from one of the corners somehow. So we'll have a bash at that afterwards. fact, for this shot, I've just come up a little bit above the lake, I'm looking down on the lake, but I'm not wild about the sort of messy, rocky, beachy bit on the far side. So what I'm going to do is wait, hopefully, for Adam to get out on the slackline in the background, use a lot of this red and green foliage in the foreground here, and then have the lake and Adam on the slackline in the background, and try and block the beachy stuff using the branches from these couple of trees here. If I can, I'll move around, I think, and see if I can't frame up as he moves and try and make sure that I block as much of that beach out as I can, basically. All right, we've lost the sun now. It's gone behind what looks like a pretty serious bank of cloud up here. So I think we're gonna call it a wrap. We've got some good photos in the camera, well, you will already have seen them. Adam's done an awesome job of walking across this several times. And yeah, I think that's us for the evening. So thanks ever so much for watching. Really appreciate it. See you on the next one. Ciao, Zermatt.